Alright, Shalom Israel, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai. Alright, this is with this brother Banah. I wanted to bring out to think it not strange, you understand, of the things that you're going through in this captivity. So the first precept I'm going to bring out is 1 Peter 4:12. It says, Beloved, think it not strange concerning the fiery trial, which is to try you, as though some strange thing happened unto you. So it's telling you, when the people at your job, when they hate you, when your kids are putting you through all this affliction, you get me, when your wife is ready to leave you for this truth, because brothers do have those testimonies when your family stop dealing with you. It says, think it not strange. Right? So I'm going to show you a perfect example of that in this next precept I'm going to get. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2 and verse 13. It says, it's chapter 2 and verse 10. Let's start at verse 10. It says, Let us oppress the poor righteous man. Let us not spare the widow, nor reverence the ancient gray hairs of the aged. So you understand, this man is considered strange, and the people are saying they want to oppress him, you understand, and bring him down. It says, Let our strength be the law of justice, for that which is feeble is found to be nothing worth. Therefore let us lie in wait for the righteous, because he is not of our turn, and he is clean contrary to our doings. He upbraideth us with our offending the law, and objective to our infamy the transgressings of our education. So he's telling you right there that these wicked men, they lie in wait to oppress the righteous. You understand? The people that are keeping the laws. That's why it says, Beloved, think it not strange when the fiery trials come upon you, as if something strange hath happened. Because it's telling you right now that the wicked meditate in wickedness to do unto us that keep the law. Verse 13, it says, He professeth to have the knowledge of God, and he calleth himself the child of the Lord. He was made to reprove our thoughts. That's talking about the laws. Of course, that's talking about Christ, but it's also talking about the brothers and sisters that keep the law, statutes, and commandments in these days. You understand? It says, He is grievous unto us, even to behold, for his life is not like other men's. His ways are of another fashion, and that's how we're supposed to be in this world. You understand? So they're grieving this man all because he's deciding that he doesn't want a whoremonger, or he's deciding he doesn't want to eat a damn pig sandwich, or he's deciding, that he's going to stop, not honoring his mother and father. You understand? Let's keep going with that. It says, We are esteemed of him as counterfeits. He abstaineth from our ways as from filthiness. And for that reason, they're going to persecute you. You understand? It says, He pronounceth the end of the just to be blessed, and maketh his boast that God is his father. Let us see if his words be true, and let us prove what shall happen in the end of him. For if the just man be the Son of God, he will help him and deliver him from the hand of his enemies. And that's what we have faith in while we in this truth. Of course, that's the same thing they told Christ when he was up on the cross. If he be the Son of God, let God deliver him. You understand? It says, Let us examine him with despitefulness and torture, that we may know his meekness and prove his patience. Let us condemn him with a shameful death. And that's what's coming. The scriptures say that certain of us will be beheaded for the word of the Lord's sake. You understand? If you read 2 Maccabees, the 7th chapter, brothers was getting put to death for the sake of the Lord. Nisham, Shadrach, Abednego, and Belteshazzar, they got tossed in a furnace. You understand? Just because of the word of the Lord. And they had faith and they were delivered. But certain brothers wasn't delivered. Certain brothers, the Most High let get put to death for his word's sake. It says, Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give you a crown of life. It says, Let us condemn him with a shameful death, for by his own saying he shall be respected. Such things they did imagine, and were deceived, for their own wickedness have blinded them. Right? So now, let's jump to chapter 3. And it says, But the soul, chapter 3, verse 1, it says, But the souls of the righteous are in the hand of God, and there shall no torment touch them. In the sight of the unwise, they seem to die, and their departure is taken for misery. So you got to understand that after they put us to death, they're going to think, oh, he's dead. Now ain't nothing going to come of him. They're going to think of us as laughing stocks, but the Most High is going to raise us up again. You understand? It says, and they're going from us to be utter destruction, but they are in peace. For though they be punished in the sight of men, yet is their hope full of immortality. And having been a little chastised, they shall be greatly rewarded. For God proved them and found them worthy for himself. So don't think that that fiery trial is without a cause. That fiery trial is for proof. It says a little chastised, right? So being put to death for the word is what this was talking about. That's a little chastisement in the sight of the Lord. You understand? That's why it says, be thou faithful unto death. And it says, and they shall be greatly rewarded, right? Verse 6. For as gold in the furnace hath he tried them, and received them as a burnt offering. And in the time of their visitation they shall shine and run to and fro like sparks among the stubble. You understand? So they're going to be the ones causing the fires. They're going to be the ones destroying and bringing judgment upon the earth. Thus saith the Lord. They shall judge the nations and have dominion over the people, and their Lord shall reign forever. You understand? This is prophecy, of course. They that put their trust in him shall understand the truth, and such as be faithful in love shall abide with him. For grace and mercy is to his saints. And we know, according to the book of Psalms, I believe is 137 or 147, it tells you who the saints are. The saints even of the children of Israel. All right, let's keep going with that. It says, verse 10, but the ungodly shall be punished according to their own imaginations. Remember, they lived out those imaginations on the Israelites when they was putting us to death. You understand? It says, which have neglected the righteous and forsaken the Lord. All right, let's keep going. Let's go all the way down to verse 4. Verse 4, right? This is chapter 4 and verse 4. It says, for though they flourish in branches for a time, right? Yet standing not fast, they shall be shaken with the wind. And through the force of winds, they shall be rooted out. This is talking about the ungodly. See, my Bible is color-coded. The light green, that's talking about the ungodly. The dark green is talking about the godly, right? It says, the unperfect branches shall be broken off. But remember, it tells you that they'll profit for a time. You understand? They'll be able to scourge us that keep the commandments. They'll be able to scourge the elect. You understand? They'll be able to torment them and torture them. These are things that these are the fiery trials that the Most High has prepared for you, all in the wisdom of Solomon. It's all in one chapter in the Bible. You understand? It says, the unperfect branches shall be broken off, their fruit unprofitable, not ripe to eat, yea, meat for nothing. For children begotten of unlawful beds are witnesses of wickedness against their parents in their trial. But though the righteous be prevented with death, yet shall he be in rest. You understand? So we're going to be prevented in death. It tells you right there that our works are going to cease because they're going to be killing us. It says, though the righteous be prevented with death. You understand? Let's go to verse 10. It says, he pleased God and was beloved of him, so that living amongst sinners, he was translated. So it's telling you that to be translated, according to verse 7, is talking about being put to death. You understand? Verse 11, yea, speedily was he taken away, lest that wickedness should alter his understanding, or deceit beguile his soul. This is the same thing that happened to Enoch. You understand? Let's jump to verse 13, because the 12, 8, and 9, that's talking about, wisdom, honor, and old age, and things like that for the bewitching of naughtiness. But we're focusing on the fiery trial, right? Verse 13, it says, he being made perfect in a short time fulfilled a long time, for his soul pleased the Lord. Therefore hasted he to take him away from among the wicked. You understand? So us being put to death is for a reason. The Most High takes us away and lays us up for a latter time. Let's jump down to verse 16. It says, thus the righteous that is dead shall condemn the ungodly. So it's telling you that even if we get put to death for this truth, you understand, we're going to be the ones to condemn the wicked. You understand? It says, which are living. So the dead are going to judge the living. We're going to die and be raised again. The same as our brother Christ, our brother and our Lord Christ. We're going to be raised again to condemn the ungodly, which are living. And youth that is soon perfected, the many years and old age of the unrighteous. So us that are young, I'm 19 years old, you understand? The youth that is soon perfected. So that we're the youth that is soon perfected. Those brothers that died and came back in the truth, man. You understand? Brothers might be 50-something years old, but as long as they've been in the truth, if they've been in the truth 3 years, they 3 years old. They the youth that is soon perfected. right? Verse 17, it says, for they shall see the end of the wise and shall not understand what God and his counsel have decreed of him. So they're going to see our end. They're going to see us getting beheaded for this word's sake. That's going to be on TV, and they're going to cheer us on the same way they did when they stoned Stephen. You understand? It says, and shall not understand what God and his counsel hath decreed of him, and to what end the Lord hath set him to sit in safety. So you're not going to understand that just because I'm put to death, that don't mean that I'm destroyed. You understand? That means that the Most High took me away for a reason. It says, they shall see him and despise him, but God shall laugh them to scorn, and they shall hereafter be a vile carcass and a reproach among the dead forevermore. You understand? So with that, we're going to stop there. If y'all want to keep reading on that, that's Wisdom of Solomon, the 3rd and 4th chapter, talking about how and what the fiery trial is going to be like. You understand? For the righteous and those that, you know, keep the law, statutes, and commandments and repent in the faith of Christ. You understand? It's a fiery trial. And I could have went to a dozen more precepts, but Wisdom of Solomon sums it up the best. And with that, we're going to say all praise to the Most High, Yahweh, in the name of his only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai. I'm going to give y'all brothers a hearty shalom.